Ooh, look at that. For Christmas, we kick it off 9 minutes early. What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let me get caught up on your guys' chat because it looks like we had a bunch of people in here before we even started. Someone talking about Satan on Christmas. Wow. Wow. Oh, dude, Sandhagen against you-know-who. That's going to be a great fight, man. That is going to be a great, great, great fight. I love Chito Vera, dude. Someone really just text messaged me. I mean, someone just commented on one of my videos from a year ago. They're all nice, girly tats. I was like, ooh, good one. Good one. Good one, dude. Girly ass tats, bro. What's up, guys? What is up? Connor's not fighting in middleweight, dude. No. Yeah, man. Let's do this thing. Dude, you want to it's Christmas? I was looking at MMA news. I was like, man, I want to see how soft the news is today. Ain't nothing going on, man. It's like, all right, hey, knockout of the year. Usman against Kamaru. Cool. What else we got? It's like Aljamain Sterling explains why he's so willing to respond to haters on social media. I'm like, oh, I'm sure that's a barn burner article. Wei Li sympathizes with Rose Namajunas. Poor UFC 274 performance, wants a third fight down the road. It's like, oh, well, wow. Wow. Gordon Ryan explains training with the world's strongest men. Oh, okay. Shabazian, actually, I could talk about that, dude. Shabazian took an entire year off in between his two fights, or in between this fight and the previous one. And man, that was a great decision. And he credited Ali Abdelaziz for that. That was excellent. Look, dude, I think a lot of times, especially recently, people are like, what does the manager exactly do for you? Well, in this case, it sounds like fucking guide you into one of the best decisions you could have possibly made for your life and your career. Because he was so good, dude. And he was like, oh, look at that. So Ali said he would bring him on as a client as long as he took an entire year off from fighting. That was so smart, dude. Man, that was so smart. Oh man, dude, I haven't even been watching that. If what happened? Hang on, let me see. Do you guys want to see Mike McDaniel's Christmas card with his family? I don't think that's like weird and anything, right? Dolphins, dude. Oh man. I think they're still gonna make the playoffs though, dude. They're still gonna make the playoffs, I think. I mean, they're fighting through injuries, dude. Thanks for the super chat, man. Here, I'll show you guys what McDaniel's Christmas card looks like. You know, the ones that he sends, ones he sends to his close friends and all, you know, the close family friends. Let me see, hold on. I took a picture of it and there it is. That's the McDaniel's Christmas card. Anyway, so thank you very much, Andrew. I agree they will make it, and I appreciate the congrats, man. Merry Christmas to all of you guys, dude. But yeah, Shabazian, and then I mean, look at this, Jared Cannonier admits he cried after Israel Adesanya loss, pushes back on against the stigma. Crying is not a weakness. It's like, I mean, how is that? How is that news? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not making fun of Jared Cannonier at all. Like, I'm saying, like, how is this an article? You know what I mean? It's like it would be more like I would see an equally interesting story if they're like, hey, Jared Cannonier did not cry when he lost to Israel Adesanya. I'd be like, man, I probably would have. That's it. You know, like, that's about how much thought I'd give it. Though he cried after he lost. You're all, well, I mean, duh, he worked his entire life to get a title shot and he didn't win. Of course he fucking cried. You know, of course he fucking cried. Well, listen, we just wanted to point out here that there really is no negative stigma for a real man who cries. You're all, yeah, I know. Well, no, I mean, I just think it really needs to be said for, like, you know, a bunch of meathead UFC fans that are toxically masculine. You're all, no, it doesn't need to be said at all. Like, it definitely doesn't. Who would call him a pussy because he cared so much about what he was doing and he worked so hard and then he came up short, so he cried? Who would say he's a pussy for that? I don't know. Just, you know, the idea that I've always had of what a toxically masculine person is like. And you're all, well, maybe you should stop watching TV and start looking around the actual real world. Dude, I'm saying exactly. That's exactly right. Dude, there are fights I watched as a spectator that I can't even talk about without crying because I was so fucking moved by the performances. Where it's like, I said this in a video before. I'll say, it'll always come back to this, dude. Have you seen the movie Rudy? And they're like, people are like, yes. And I'm like, did you cry at the end? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, the end of Rudy. Like, when Rudy goes into the game, sacks the quarterback. Did you cry? No. And I'm like, pussy. You fucking pussy. That didn't get you? That didn't fucking kid, that guy goes in and, I mean, if you don't cry at that, then you have no fucking balls. She'll be up here in a second. We're just knocking out the really important stuff before she does, like people being pussies if they don't cry at Rudy. And then now we got this too. Nate Diaz, or Chael says UFC leading the charge for Nate Diaz free agent possibilities. That, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, with Chael's my fucking dude, obviously. But with Chael, when it comes to free agent signings and things like that, it's my observation has always been that he's been very what's the right word? He says the things that I would say, or that I would have someone say if I were the UFC and I was trying to play strategically to have the outcome that I'm trying to drive. And I know that Chael is fucking smart enough to know that anyway. So I'm not even saying the UFC is doing it, but he always seems to be very aligned to the UFC's position. So I don't know if that means that Nate's probably going to sign with the UFC, but I would say if I had to bet, that's probably what I would bet on anyway, because his options are kind of limited. You know, it's like, okay, if we're not doing the Jake Paul thing, then what the fuck are we doing? You know? And maybe we'll do the Jake Paul thing. I don't know. I don't understand why that conversation's over. Like, they're like, okay, Jake Paul's now going to fight, what's his name? Andrew Tate. And then it's like, well, maybe he'll fight Tommy Fury. And you're like, well, I mean, if he's not fighting Andrew Tate, then why don't you go back to doing Nate Diaz? I thought that's like the entire reason that you were trying to be a free. I don't know. I mean, the best fight is an exhibition against Mayweather. Obviously. Whoa, Bo Bicca. A couple things here. So one, every fighter is passionate. It's a matter of how they control their emotions. And I agree, Fedor, Khabib, GSP, well, Fedor, Khabib, certainly very, very good at appearing to be stoic and unpassionate. But that's only like the walkout and the, and the pre-fight. How about Khabib after he beat Conor and then he snapped, jumped over the fence and tried to attack his entire team? That's because he's a dispassionate person. Fedor was obviously extraordinarily stoic always. And I mean, I just don't, like, a person can't train like that. Like, a person can't put in the work that needs to be put in to be as good as those guys without a very, very healthy, serving of passion in general. But it's like some people fight better, if they like, and other people fight better if they're cold. Hop in, Gabrielle. She's here, you guys. She's here.
Natural.
And by the way, dispassionate fighters, I mean, you have McGregor in here. I'm not sure if you're saying that McGregor is not a passionate fighter. That would be completely ludicrous. He's the most passionate fighter. What did I just do?
What did you just do?
There we go.
Hi, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, you guys. Close that door.
Sir.
You opened it and then did not close it, Gabrielle.
It's so hot in here.
I know, as soon as you walk in. So yeah, we got I would say that.
I forgot one thing. I'll be back.
What'd you forget? Oh, I know what you forgot. So we don't really have a plan tonight. We're just gonna come on and dick around because it's Christmas, and we were like, dude, people are always looking for stuff to do at the end of the, after people eat on Christmas. We're probably like early to do this, in all honesty, because it's 6 o'clock Central, which means only 4 Pacific. But yeah, what we're gonna do tonight is you guys can ask us anything you want, and we'll answer, no matter what. I mean, within reason. Within reason. She is much better to look at, dude. Obviously. That's what I keep telling her. She's like, I'm like, just start your own channel. I will help you. Like, if I can blow myself up, I can for sure blow you up. She's like, I just don't have anything to talk about. I'm like, God, she doesn't understand. I'm like, people like looking at beautiful things. I mean, come on. I do not smoke weed, no. Merry Christmas, LS. No, I don't smoke weed. My body chemistry is like is very specific about what substances I like and what I don't. And like I was saying yesterday, like my biology is like a puzzle piece for opioids. It's like it fits perfectly, which is why I can't take them. But like all this other stuff that a lot of people like booze, Xanax, anything like that, I don't really like. I booze a little bit, but not that much. And I never take that other stuff like Xanax or anything like that. Adderall is fine, but smoking weed, paranoid, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's good, man. Thank you. Yeah, Kratom is awesome. So I would love a Perk 30. Fucking A. You have no idea. I would love it more than fucking anything. But never. But never. It's one of those things I know I would like it, but I won't do it. Discipline takes discipline, man. You know what I mean? How do I feel about UFC raising pay-per-view prices? I don't care. It's ESPN doing it anyway. And that's, you know what? Actually, that's an interesting thing. Until I just said that out loud, I hadn't even really thought about that. They're like so they raise the pay-per-view price, and then and then Dana's always like, it's not us, it's ESPN. And let me think about that. It's like, so you're saying that the price goes up and you guys get paid the same. So what's the structure of their business agreement? You know what I mean? What is this little creature doing?
She needed her mama.
Why?
Her head hurts.
Oh, yeah. Does your head actually hurt?
It does. She's been talking about it for like an hour.
Oh, really? Oh, look at this guy knows the cheat code, Gabrielle. He knows the cheat code.
Oh.
Good for you. It's very good for that. That's correct.
Why don't you put on your jammies and get comfy?
She's all, are you serious? I'm on camera now.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I'm going to leave? I'm being featured prominently on the biggest MMA YouTube channel that's currently doing a live stream.
What was your reward?
Oh yeah, I'm being prominently featured on the Thick Boy Content Creator of the Year channel right now. So yeah, look at, she's feeling better already. Weird. So I don't know, dude. I don't know if we've ever said this on here before.
What?
So before we had kids, we were always, I guess actually kind of like throughout. It was like, so our best case scenario is if we're gonna have daughters, right? Is like a daughter that looks like me with her personality. So it's like, like good looking, but not fucking opening every door that there ever is, like this one, right? And I'm like, so, but with her personality, because she's a good girl. So it's like, they'll do fine, and like a good girl, not whatever I am, which is I don't assess things in terms of like what the rule is. I only assess it in terms of like their ability to enforce it and catch me. So the first one we had that's exactly what it is. That's literally like
Jesse's female clone.
She's like my female clone with all the like goody two shoes of Gabrielle, and simultaneously a tough ass little fucking iron fighter, which she actually could get from her too. The middle one looks like Gabrielle, but she's also Gabrielle. She's like a really good kid, doesn't want to fight.
She's like a hybrid. She's like a 50-50 hybrid.
Genevieve?
Yeah.
What do you think she gets from me? Oh, yeah.
So many things.
She's a little bit ADD.
Just a touch.
She's a touch ADD.
Just a bit.
She's also a freak athlete like her daddy. But and then this one, as I'm sure you could tell where we were leading with this, is worst case scenario. The worst case is looks like her, my personality, that right there.
She's doing her unique.
Like literally from when she was, I don't know, 2 months old, two, 3 months old.
No, 6 weeks.
6 weeks, like when they finally, you could tell that they could see, like you could tell like they could see. From then she would just look up at you,
and she would
like watch us, and like she's all, what are they doing? You could just tell she's like, okay, so people move their mouths. Like she was like studying us when she was 6 weeks old, and she is in. I mean, her ability to read people and then string pull is unreal.
It's pretty amazing.
She's going to figure out the cheat code when she's 11, dude.
Oh, 11?
Yep. And by the time she's 16,
that's only 6 years.
it's not like, how like a girl, like a girl who really understands the cheat code. It's like, it's like not fair.
5. You get that fast enough, you guys?
Mm-hmm.
6 years until I'm 11.
That's right. Pretty smart.
That's good math.
For a kindergartner that fast.
Georgia, if you get dealt a 17 and the dealer's showing a 6, what do you do?
What?
If you get 17 and the dealer has a 6 showing, what do you do?
Stay.
Right. If you get dealt a 15 and the dealer has a 4, what do you do?
Stay.
If you get dealt a 20 and the dealer is showing a 10, what do you do?
Stay.
If you get dealt a 13 and the dealer has an 8, what do you do?
Hit.
If you get dealt a 14 and the dealer has a 7, what do you do?
Hit.
If you get dealt a 15 and the dealer has a 10, what do you do?
What?
If you have a 15, dealer has a 10, what do you do?
Hit.
If you get dealt a 16, dealer has a 6, what do you do?
What?
Ooh,
If you get dealt a 16 and the dealer's showing a 6, what do you do?
Stay.
Good girl. Look at that. That's 100% success right there.
That was pretty
rapid
that
fire.
Was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She is a pro.
She's.
I need to say something in your ear.
Yep.
Go put on your jams.
Yeah.
Because this is like.
You want to know what that
What
is?
is
That's
it?
homeschool, son. That's homeschool on that blackjack.
That's wrong.
Hey, what do you do? What do you do if you get dealt an 11 and the dealer is showing a 5?
Double down.
Boom,
Wow.
son. How you like them
She
apples,
does
son?
that faster than I do.
How you like that at? How you like that, dude?
That's amazing.
Hey, what do you do if you get dealt 2 8s and the dealer is showing a 6?
I forget what that called.
What do you do? Like, what would you do?
Double down.
It's similar.
Where you make it go like that. It's called split.
Uh,
And then you play 2 hands. She knows.
split.
Split. Now she'll never forget.
Split.
Double
split,
down.
Watch out, Vegas.
Slap.
It's our favorite game.
Now we just gotta teach her how to count.
It's our favorite game. I will say this though. Daddy's always the dealer. They have a hey, dude. They have a what's
Teach
the
her
word?
chess. That's not a bad idea.
They have an
would
they have an
be-
they have an
She would
overly
be like the Queen's Gambit girl. If we taught her chess.
you think so? I mean, dude,
Oh,
chess
yeah.
is complicated, man.
She's fucking smart. They all are.
Yeah. But double down, she said.
That was like faster than I got there.
I didn't even think to ask her that until I was like, oh, if she gets this, dude. And what's funny, dude, if I brought up her 2 older sisters,
Oh, no,
each of them,
no,
they
she
would
gets
have-
it way faster than they
each
do.
of them would have fucked up at least
Yeah.
once. I mean, they know, but they would have fucked up at least once. So, like I said, she's gonna look like her, and inside it's me.
She's terrifying.
It's
She
gonna
is.
be-
She's like scary.
It's gonna be.
Psychologically, like a people puppet master.
Yep. I mean, dude, she's like her, but my 2 daughters, I try to teach them how to like properly ask for things, you know, because like I just try to explain to them like where the reason you want it irrelevant. Like if you're gonna ask someone for something and you have to convince them, think about it through their perspective. Like if you go, why should I give it to you? And they go, because I want it. It's like, dude, no one fucking cares what you want, man. Like you need to have a good argument that will land with them. I never had to teach that to her, dude. When she was like 4.
She asks for dessert.
Like how?
She says she always like she assesses the situation. Like she always, instead of can we have dessert, she'll always say, have we had dinner yet? She asks a qualifying question.
Yeah,
Have we had
gets
dinner
us saying
yet?
yes first.
Yeah. And then so typically we only do dessert on like weekends. And then she'll ask what day of the week is it? And if she gets like her 2 right answers that she's looking for, then she says, can we have dessert? Like
Yeah, but
that
she
is,
even
like,
she does other clever stuff too, where she's like, can we have this because, and then
Yeah.
argument that's, I'm like,
yeah,
I mean,
since-
I don't
since
care
we
about
did
that.
blah,
You
blah,
can have it
blah,
because you
can
came with
we-
such a good sales pitch right there. Repent and thank you, sir. A mad scientist, a soy boy, and a billionaire walk into a bar, and the bartender says, what can I get you to drink, Bill Gates? I think that you should replace mad scientist with something else. Like that's it's a great joke, dude. But mad scientist, how do you like
Very pretty people.
not a medical tyrant? That's not funny. It's like I don't know. But
many choice words.
thank you for the super chat, good
Yes,
sir.
thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Her name's Gabrielle, for God's sake.
Christmas.
Hi.
We're lagging? No way.
This is Gabrielle.
No, it's not us, dude. I don't think.
Are we lagging? Is it?
No, because
lagging out?
because it'll show me up here. If the
Oh. That's
is it lagging for anybody else? LS Power, thank you very much. You ever think about being a live analyst, commentating for MMA, UFC, good speaker, knowledgeable in the field? Maybe. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like that kind of commentating feels a little stiff to me, you know?
what? I wasn't paying
you know,
attention.
ESPN, like,
Oh, like play by play.
tonight Anthony is going to be coming down to dirt. You know, like I just feel I'm better for fight companions and live streams. You know. All right, so fire off some questions. Give us something. What do you guys want to know?
Talk about.
What do you guys want to know?
What was your favorite Christmas present?
Rose Namajunas is doing a grappling match on the 30th
Like she's competing?
in like a jiu-jitsu match.
Yeah, that's
On UFC what's it called? What are your thoughts on it being $80?
what's $80?
UFC pay-per-views.
I mean, weren't they always? They started at what, like 60?
I did a 1 hour live stream about Stephan Bonnar. Oh, you know what though? Since I talked, like yesterday, I did like an hour long live stream about it, and
No, you can't go back there.
and you know, I said I like what the rumor was that it was heart complications, but then I talked a lot about him obviously struggling with opioids, like, very publicly. But I heard afterwards from actually like 3 or 4 different places in the last 24 hours that that he had staph this year that spread into his heart, and yeah, and then they knew that like there was a possibility that that this could happen.
Staph is no joke.
Dude, a guy in our gym just had it in his face, dude. Like he hasn't been back. He had it in his face, and he had to get a.
Oh, I thought it was from where the truck fell on him.
No, that's Jared. Jared also has it.
Yeah.
This is a guy from my gym who got it grappling. Like,
yeah, I mean it's.
I don't, dude. He's a fucking tough round. I don't know how a bunch of people didn't get it, but and he only primarily does no-gi too. So it's not like, I mean, I guess it's on his face, so it wouldn't matter anyway. Yeah, I'm saying like no-gi, you're more likely to get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hang on. Oh no, that's not accurate. But I'm sure that he did that too. Marshall Marauder, thank you very much, man. You're my favorite channel by far the past year. God bless it and stay digital.
Can you
Close the door.
Or tell them to turn it down?
And tell them to turn it way down also. Like the neighbors are listening to our fucking television.
So glad I got that soundbar.
Dude, the soundbar is sick. The only problem is that you have to adjust it with the other remote. Like it's not, you know, like because
I think you can switch it back and forth.
to the Amazon remote?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Thank you, baby.
Marshall, thank you so much, man. All right, let's see. Any New Year's plans? Yes, we're going over to our friend's enormous, awesome house. He's the guy that has staph, actually. Or one of the guys that has staph. Not on his face.
His truck fell on him. Did you hear that story?
Yeah. Can you imagine if something would happen to him?
It could have been. He said he was completely under the truck right before that, like fully under it.
Like where he would have gotten crushed?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you fucking imagine?
No.
Damn. Thank God that didn't happen, dude.
That's what he was saying. He's like, my arm fucking hurts.
He's such a good dude,
I'm
man.
like, thankful.
He's such a good dude. I haven't rolled with him in like, I haven't rolled with him in probably like, I feel like 2 months or something like that, dude.
Because he goes in the morning.
That's true. Yeah, most of the time when I roll him, it's at the 6:30 a.m. class. He traps me in that. He traps my leg a lot too. Same way Steve was doing always. But anyway. Gabrielle's not looking rough today. Gabrielle couldn't look rough if she fucking tried, my man.
But thank you though. That was super sweet.
I've seen Gabrielle on no sleep for 2 days looking drop dead. Well, I mean, she can't help it, but marry
a man that thinks you're always beautiful. Hi.
Marry a girl where it's just an objective fact. Wait, so here we go. Okay. With the James Krause and Doug Crosby thing happening almost simultaneously, do you think there is a possibility of corruption within the UFC? No, I honestly don't. I really don't. I think that, dude, I can't believe I forgot to do a video about this.
About what?
Molina got suspended. I can't
Wait,
believe I
Danny?
forgot to talk about this. No, not Danny Molina, Jeff Molina. Danny Molina's Anthony Smith's coach. It's our friend, but yeah, no, I like Jeff Molina is a fighter. He's under James Krause. Remember the guy I told you about with the betting thing, like where that and this and the previous thing where that he was involved, where the commentator, I won't even talk about that again, but like the accusation that like she was having an affair with someone and it was him.
Yeah.
The girl that made the accusation, Jeff Molina, is the one that came out and hammered her, where he was just like, he basically was like, get the fuck out of here with all of that. So he's like really close with James Krause. And the UFC said any fighters that are associated with James Krause are going to get, like, they're not going to be able to fight for the UFC if they don't leave his gym or whatever, or like if they keep him as a coach. And then they just suspended Jeff Molina without any explanation. But I mean, listen, like I have no insight on this whatsoever. So I'm doing nothing but speculate. Actually, I'm not even speculating. This is just a piece of information, which is that like before I did that James Krause video, what I was hearing from people was that like, that there were a lot of people that were going to go down. Like it was like that James, like there were other people that were going to get swept up into it. I have no idea if that's Jeff Molina or if they were even right, but they were solid sources of information.
Didn't you send Fabio a Christmas gift?
Oh man, I wish I had his address. I would send him a bouquet of flowers. Dude, listen to this. Listen to this shit. So this morning I posted a Merry Christmas unique, and I was like, I hope you're alive because of the thing, you know. Yeah. And someone commented, they're like, bro, that's cold. You know he died, right? And I was like,
did he die?
And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then someone else commented the same thing. And I was like, oh my God, dude.
I can't believe anything on the internet.
And I can't remember what I changed it to, but then someone said, shut the fuck up. He went live last night. And I was like, oh my God, dude. Because I believe, you know, like, because you know how it is, like, because like in his live streams, he's like, like, hey, dude, you know, unique OD, you're like,
what's George's favorite impersonation?
Listen, I did like, here's the pictures that I put up of him. See, look, that's unique, son.
Is that really him?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen his real face.
Well, like that. That's what you look, and then like,
yeah.
This is what future looks like.
What did she say?
This is what the future looks like.
CH, I'm really unhappy in life because I do everything to show this girl that I only want the best for her, but she's super stressed. Starts out from uni, is unsure about having a relationship. We broke up.
Sorry.
Here is what I would suggest.
This is what future looks like.
Exactly what she said. Make her see what her future looks like with you not in it. Like, don't be hanging around. Like
you actually only see kind of dinosaurs.
There it is, dude. Bulletproof.
Relationship advice.
But okay. Basically, if you want to be back together with her, then the picture you need to paint for her is you need to stay visible while never appearing like you're making too much effort to hang out with her. And simultaneously, if you can plant seeds that now you're doing, like, you've got, the more she thinks you have your own shit going on that doesn't involve her, the better. If there's a way to imply you might be talking to other girls without ever directly saying that, that's better. And the key is to play it like one of the major keys of if you're trying to get her back is she is not capable of making you angry now. Like, you can never let her see you you can never let her see you get mad due to anything that she did. Because when you boil all of it down, what you're actually trying to communicate is that you don't care. Like, whoever cares least wins. And I guarantee anybody who actually thinks about this will know that this is accurate. It's like any girl that you've been talking to and you really like don't give a shit about them. You're like, all right, like I'll hang out with them. They always end up chasing you. You know what I mean? Like you're like if you're like, fuck, okay, I'll hang out with them. And they're always like in that kind of girl. You hit them up on Tuesday at 10. They're like, they respond instantly like, oh, hi, what are you doing? And like a girl you're like really into, you hit them up Tuesday at 10. They respond like Wednesday at fucking 3 p.m. They're like, oh, sorry, I was doing some shit because why would I rush to respond to you?
I knew you were waiting.
So all you need to do is think about the actual difference, like what it looks like to the girls you're talking to, and then recreate that with the girl you actually care about. You do the exact same thing as you would if you didn't care, and it works. It's very difficult, but it obviously can be done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Thoughts on the Costa negotiations? Why don't fighters know diplomacy that goes along? Dude, if they really were offering him 70K, like you said, then I mean, and honestly, isn't he he's a free agent, I think. Pretty sure he's like an unrestricted free agent. Gabrielle, do you know who Paulo Costa is?
Zero input on this.
Yeah, you do. So when Paulo Costa was fighting against Luke Rockhold at the one that we were at in Utah,
okay,
and I was like, look at how hot these two are. I'm like, Gabrielle, which one would you rather bang? And you were like,
I remember.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I think he picked Costa. Oh yeah, he picked Costa. And I was like, and I said, I can't remember how this came up. Like, and you were like, I think there'd be a lot of like, I think he'd be pretty very selfish. And I looked at him, I'm like, damn, you're right. Actually, yeah. You're right.
Overly cocky or something.
Yeah, like that guy hated that with hot girls, dude. Like girls are like think they're so fucking hot. They act like they're doing you the biggest favor ever. You're like, bitch, you're not that fucking good at this. Get out of here. But yeah, just like that, I guarantee. I mean, he is pretty fucking hot though. Izzy worked him over like a little girl after he beat him. He knocked him. He knocked him out, and then he humped his body. Perfect.
Great.
Jocko, I have never met, but I have heard that he's pretty big. Actually, you know what? We can do it.
Google
we can do it like this because his professor and sensei is Dean Lister, who we know. So we can see how big he is compared to Ian. So he's pretty fucking big, dude. Because Dean, you can tell Dean is closer to the camera too. Dean's big, dude. Dean is a gorilla. It's a travesty that I don't have that picture just like on tap of
Why don't you save it to your favorite?
That's what I was just saying. Like it's unbelievable that I don't have that. Because we have
he ended up at our wedding.
He was at our wedding, and so like on our wedding night, Gabrielle is she's in her wedding dress, and we posed them, we faced them off, and so Gabrielle's like,
Dean
and
liked posed.
And Dean's he's in a tap out shirt.
It's so good.
He's in a tap out shirt at our wedding. Fine. I bet you. I think it's on my. I think it's on my old my old personal Instagram. I think. So someone asked earlier, do people from Texas really hate Californians?
Yes.
The answer is simple. Only if you're moving to Texas and you're going to bring that like if you're coming to Texas because you're like us and you're like, I can't be around that shit anymore, then good. But don't bring that shit here. When we moved here, we still had California plates. And so Gabrielle got a bumper sticker that said, "Don't California my Texas."
With my California plates.
So California plates, and then a sticker that said, "Don't California my Texas." So people, they like always honk. They're all, yeah, man.
Damn, this is grainy.
Super there it is, though. That's it.
No, I know.
Oh.
No, it's just, there you go.
Yeah, it's good form, Gabrielle. Did he pose you or did you?
Oh, no, he totally posed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think I took that picture. He was
annihilated.
He was blitzed. He was looking at her friend Angel.
That was at Hard Rock.
Yeah. Her friend Angel, who is
gorgeous.
And he was
like the actual definition of a bombshell, just like gorgeous.
That's accurate. But he was looking at her like a fucking Neanderthal who hadn't eaten for a week, and it was like, and there was just like a smoking filet mignon on a plate. Like he was literally looking at her like, and we were like, "Ooh."
Just come over here, Angel.
My buddy Christian was like handling him literally like a handler, dude. Like a handler. He's like, "Okay, Dean." Like, all right, guy.
Sit down.
Thank you, George Harold.
Sweet though.
Giselle, what do you think about this question?
Do you just call me Giselle?
Yep. I called you my daughter and then pointed out that this guy said Gabrielle's super hot. Did I really call you Giselle?
You did.
Yikes.
It's fine. Thank you.
But I don't find ones that I really like her. Such a good match. Listen, I dated nothing but bad bitches until I met her. So just
means that in a bad way, not like
not like, oh, that's a bad bitch. I mean, like bad bitches, like
not good
would not have worked out at all, and subsequently have proven that in that, like, I got to see their, like, how their lives shook out. You know, they're still cool friends and stuff, but like
some of them get good. I'm not gonna say people's names.
That's true. Bree did, actually. Bree's got a.
There he goes.
Well, I'm giving her a compliment.
Okay.
It's okay to compliment people.
Okay.
But some other ones, but she actually, you know what? I take that back. Bree wasn't actually like, she was like normal-ish, you know, like she was not the kind of bad I was just talking about.
Not a bad bitch.
She was the only one that was not like a, you know, was inevitably going to have a series of affairs as a married person.
Yikes.
Remember what we did with Bibbs when I tried to get Mike, like get her to fuck Mike? When I tried to trick, like, or where I predicted that she would.
I mean, I think I know who you're talking about when you say Bibbs, but I've never heard her called that.
Oh, I told a million stories about her on here, and I named her Bibbs just to like.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yes.
BM.
BM.
Now.
Oh, right. Yes. Now. Yeah. I know her as BS.
Yeah.
But yeah. Technically now BM. Yes. She's like, I knew I could always predict what she was going to do, because even though like some people, if you understand a person's motivation structure, like that their core person, you can always figure out what they're going to do, dude. And it was like, and she was, because I dated her and like we were on again, off again, like for years and years and years, but she had never been around me when I was with another girl that was, because she was really good looking. And she had never been around me when I was with someone who was objectively better looking than her. And so it was like, I just knew, I was like, dude, she's going to come down to San Diego. She's going to visit. I'm going to be with you. And I'm like, her brain's going to break. And I was like, she's going to try everything she possibly can to get my attention. And when she can't, she's going to fuck Mike. Watch. Mike's my best friend. And so I told him in advance, I was like, this is what's going to happen. And I was like, fucking do it. I was like, please do it, because it'll prove that I'm right. And it'll be the best thing ever.
Take all the pressure off.
And I was right. Let's see. It's allowed, dude. It's allowed. Crowder, thank you so much, dude. Okay, look, I like this one. Let's keep, okay. Give us more information. Jesse and Gabby, do you have any suggestions? We broke up because she's super stressed and doesn't know if she can be in a relationship. We flew together 5 days ago and the chemistry. That's basically kind of why, like, we broke up ish. She, you know, like, it wasn't like she lived in LA. It was a long ass drive. She was young, kind of the same, you know.
I had like bounced from boyfriend to boyfriend. And I met him at a time when I was literally like, I want to be single. Like for the first time in my life, like I don't want a boyfriend. I don't want to have to worry about calling someone. I just want to go out, live my life and have fun. Enter this person literally like a week after I made that choice.
Same with me. I broke up with the baddest bitch I ever dated. And I was like, I'm never, ever, ever, ever dating another girl. And that was the girl that you guys may remember from the Trapped in the Closet story.
It's a good story.
Jesus. People, I don't understand. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm surprised that more people don't just say, like, I always read I read the comments. I told that story a few times. I was expecting people to just be like, this is a lie. They're like, this story is too crazy to be true. But I think the way that I tell it is how detailed it is. People can just tell. They're like, no, I mean, it's like too nuts to even think of to make up. But
some crazy shit happened around you.
Yeah. But anyway, so I met her that was in April, and then I met her in July. And then I was like, fuck, I'm gonna marry that girl. That was like what, like
we didn't start dating until after New Year's.
Yeah. We met 4th of July weekend in 2006, and then we started dating in like January.
But then I still thought I wasn't ready. So we broke up in April.
Yeah. Yeah, we were like together for like.
And then he pulled all of his psychological shit that he shares with y'all, and we were back together by June. So it's very effective. Having witnessed it and experienced it firsthand, it's very effective. If he gives you advice, you should listen.
What I've been thinking about too, though, is how like it's not just about like the execution is so important. And what I did was I set up a situation where I wasn't going to be able to fuck it up, you know, like where it was like, because a lot of times, like I'll tell people, I'm like, okay, go there, make sure you leave first. And that requires, while physically with this girl you're completely in love with, that you have to like keep it together. And while she's being nice, because that's the whole thing. They're like being nice when you hang out, then you leave and then they don't answer your calls anymore and they're doing whatever the fuck they want. It's like you have to, like, in the face of every instinct that you have to just like wrap her in a blanket and carry her around the house, you have to be like, yeah, look, man, I've got other shit going on. And that's incredibly challenging. And I actually never even had to do that. I just tricked her into thinking that I was at a party, and then I never came back. And I made sure she was on drugs for it so that she would have to stay up all night and think about it. But
I literally laid awake in your bed all night.
I knew you would. And I gave
him Manson.
Yep. And that's all. And I gave the Adderall to Mandy.
Just to make
it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, so you want to plant seeds. You never want to look like you did it on, like, you don't want to do it on purpose.
I mean, it kind of helped that he lived with my best friend.
That was a cheat code.
Yeah. Which is still so crazy.
Well, not that crazy, because that's why I allowed that to happen. Yeah. Mike is like, my roommate's like, Mandy's moving in, dude. I was like.
So my best friend was dating his best friend. They broke up. And then she ended her engagement.
Oh, wait, shit. I missed one of these. Hang on. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. Yeah, we didn't get to it. We must be way behind.
We are. Wow. We're way behind. Sorry, we just missed a fuckload of chat. So if you
okay, so we were just behind. So we'll get to those two.
Who has news? I think Crystal's pregnant again.
Okay, so we were actually in a relationship. Wait, I get what you mean, but we were actually in a relationship and commented about how we both rarely find people we like that are a perfect match. I think that she might not be into it as much. So this is what I'm saying, dude. I like, generally, two people, great match. One of them is like, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. What that leads to is the other one making themselves overwhelmingly available to that person. Because it's not like it's easy to just cut it off. If you're the person breaking up with the person, it's not like it's super easy to just ice them. You know what I mean? Unless you like really want them gone. Like the girl that I clipped who ended up being the trapped in the closet girl. Like I literally was like, I'm done doing this. I'm going to move out. You can stay here for, you know, it's my house. You can stay here for, I don't know, 30 days. I'm going to stay at my buddy's house and just be gone. And I literally never talked to her again until the night of Trapped in the Closet, that I, again, never talked to her again. But like, I mean, if you like have like a good like friendship relationship, and then it's just like one of them's like, I just don't want to be in a relationship right now. It's not like it's easy for them to like completely cut you out. So they end up, not even by any fault of their own, trying to have it both ways, where they're like, I want you to be available when I text you, and I want you to come over, you know, hypothetically, if I wanted to hang out. It's just like, don't bother me if I'm out doing things and I don't feel like responding to you, or I don't feel like whatever. They try to have it both ways. And so when you get trapped in they're trying to have it both ways, you have to take it away. And you're like, you can't have it both ways. Like you can have it either we're in a relationship and you can have all these things that you want, or I am not available to you. Like I'll hit you up a couple times a week and then I'm going to intentionally put things on social media that make you think like that I might be hanging out with someone else. And you have to make them think that they're losing you permanently. And something else too is, you have to be really strategic with your sexual encounters. Like, I think that like the people who are on the side of getting broken up with, they think that if they're banging the person, that means that they're like potentially close to getting back in there. And in a lot of cases, the best thing you could do is actually not bang them. Like if you're the dude, because the girls are not used to being sexually available and a dude not fucking them. Like, it's like, it just doesn't happen. You know, it's like, it's always their choice. And so if you take that choice away or you hang out with them and you're just like, and you don't make a thing of that. It's not like you're like, I'm not going to sleep with you unless we're dating. Like you never do that. You never let them know what you're thinking ever. The whole point is they don't know. But like, if you're, you go and hang out, and it's like a night where they would expect you, they're expecting you to try to hook up. And then you just are like, you have other shit going on and you leave. That'll gut punch them. It's also their last fig leaf. Like that's like the last thing they have is if they really feel like you're gone, like they're losing you for real, they will throw it at you because that's their like, well, I have to make sure that I still have him. They'll throw it at you. And at that point you can take it. And then usually you'll probably start dating nearly after that.
Them.
Yeah. Then you marry them.
Like it. It's Crystal.
Oh, nice, dude.
I know. I'm so excited.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Another one. You really want to be with someone, you find the time. Anyways, man, I really appreciate this. Keep the fire coming. Will do. If you want to throw details, dude, this is my favorite thing in the entire world. Tell me what's going on and I will give you advice.
Oh, yeah, he does love this.
I love it.
It should be on this channel.
Will Unique destroy Shab in court?
Honestly,
I don't have any idea what the nature of that case is or like what. I just know Shab isn't the one who like did it personally. I don't even know if he even knows very much about it. But I mean, like to me in general, I wouldn't spend resources suing someone that I know has no money. Like Unique, what are you going to get from him? He's all, I have a microphone and I've got all the talent in the world. You can't sue me for my talent, so you can have my microphone. I'm glad he's not dead, dude. Glad he's not dead. It's definitely not that simple. It's definitely not that simple. Because here's the thing, dude, you're dealing with timing too. Like if you don't pull the strategy together during the phase where it can be done, because you're not together, like if she finds another dude that she likes and she starts dating him, you're out of there, dude. Like that's a wrap. You have to execute strategy in the period where you still have the opportunity to do it. Because it's not a fucking fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like if she's not yours, she's potentially, she's not even potentially, she's on the market. So like, if you just like kind of pull the takeaway and you do whatever and blah, blah, blah. And like, you're not surgical with what you're trying to execute. You'll run out of time. Cause if she's solid and she's hot, someone else will get her. They'll get her. Oh, look at my wallpaper. Look how hot Gabrielle looks in that picture.
Those lashes though.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I love Project Pat.
You've always loved Project.
I have. I remember the first night that you and I hooked up, was right after I got his like my favorite Project Pat album ever. And the reason I always think of that is because it was the first time that I when I drove up and drove back, where I got to listen to the whole entire thing. And I remember just being like, fucking A, this album is bananas, dude. Me and Mike listened to it on the way up and then on the way to LA afterwards. That was the night before Tito fought Chuck Liddell for the second time. And then I tried to badger Gabrielle. I was like, you should come meet me in LA. She's like, I'm definitely not doing that. I was like, yeah, you are. She's like, no, I'm not.
I'm not.
Definitely not. She was immovable.
I wasn't trying to go. What club were you at?
We didn't go to a club. We were at Bothwell's place in
No, I was not
LA.
doing that.
And then we did New Year's on like some boat thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came back.
And then we burned Christmas trees.
And we burned Christmas trees. Fell in love over some pyrotechnics.
That was hilarious.
Yeah. I would have burned the whole city down if you asked me to do that night. If Brendan Schaub wins in court, then nobody will be able to do reaction videos anymore. Dude, I honestly, like, I'm telling you, I don't know what the well, Schaub was suing Unique or something, like, or not. I mean, Schaub's team. I honestly don't know what the I don't know what the nature of the suit is. I know that had I been a strategist prior to it, I would have been like, the only thing this is just gonna look like a really big successful channel and brand suing some pissant that has nothing. You know, like, it's not. It's even if you win, you lose.
Yeah. Just making a name for someone who doesn't have one.
That's how. Well, is that how I found out? No. That's not how I found Unique. I found out about Unique because of the the conspiracy theory about Mayweather and Logan Paul, and I went and put together a compilation of people saying that they thought that Logan Paul had actually been knocked out and Mayweather held him up, and Unique had one of them. You can see right here, he's on ball bearings, and you've got him on ball bearings. And it's so funny too. He's like, Floyd Mayweather showed that Logan Paul had no business in the ring with him. He could have knocked him out at any time. And actually, it turns out he did knock him out. If you watch here, and then you go to the clip and he cut his fucking legs off. There's no, I mean, he didn't do it. Someone else did it. Like, you literally, the clip, you only see the upper body of Logan Paul. I'm like, geez, in my video, I'm like, I wonder why they cut his legs out of there. I feel like if you got the full clip, maybe this might be utter nonsense. And then, of course, you show it and it's like, it's just nonsense. They just edited like to where it kind of looked like that, to where internet retards would actually link on to that. Ooh, we could talk about that, dude. Let's talk about this. Hold on. Oh my God. This is such a good idea. Stanford banned words list.
God.
This is amazing.
You guys.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm so excited.
This is
such a I'm very proud of myself for thinking of this. All right, so let's get a list of these. I want to see the actual, like, there's like somewhere there's like an actual like PDF that has all of them on there. It's like
wait, oh, you guys. So, okay. So someone tried to tell me that when I was in acupuncture school, because I went to school in San Francisco and it was already ahead of the woke curve. And this girl, she used to say, please don't say you guys. It's very not in the world who gets insulted by you guys. Like,
I know, but like that one, even I like that was one of those ones that I could have predicted that obviously they were going to go after that.
It's so stupid, though.
Of course, it's stupid.
Like,
it's all stupid.
I'm sure there aren't very many women in the chat, but if there are, have you ever been offended by you guys? I mean, we say y'all now because we live in Texas, which I guess is way more inclusive. But she was saying you have to say like folks. Or
oh my God, they love folks, dude.
Folks.
They fucking love folks, dude. Anytime someone says folks, I immediately know that they're like a hardcore wokester, because like
it's crazy.
Oh wait, maybe they got it. Did Breitbart get it? Hang on. I don't care where. Okay, here we go. Yes.
Bury the hatchet.
No way.
Oh, these are so good.
I haven't even looked at this in detail. Okay, so
I just heard Jimmy Dore.
So if you guys don't know this, if you guys, oh wait, let me do those super chats first. Hang on. Oh my God, we're way behind, dude. Okay, so we got boom, the Lion. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you, dude. Honestly,
okay.
Very generous. Thank you very much, man. Tanto, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, dude. Ball out, girls, Christmas, either way.
Thanks,
Family,
y'all.
thank you, dude.
Are they almost done? I was almost done.
No.
And Marshall Marauder said 100%. That was 10 minutes ago. I'm sure that I'm sure I agree with you
Don't know
agreeing.
what we were talking about.
Thank you very much, dude. And then not from 63rd. Thank you, dude. When does merch drop this year? Some Jesse on Fire ugly sweaters.
What do
Merry
y'all
Christmas.
want?
Dude,
Type in the
honestly,
chat,
like
if you had merch, like what do you want?
I
Hats, sweaters, shirts.
have so much shit that I
stickers?
should be doing that I almost feel
I'll look into the merch
embarrassed.
stuff for you.
like where I'm like,
Can I get food that's not messy in here?
fight sports. Thank you so much, man. Do I think Ngannou resigns in the UFC?
UFC?
No. There isn't a boxing fight that stands out for him. It's confirmed. If he does resign, the Jones fight is his. Oh, resign. Yeah, he's going to resign. Unless something drastic has changed in the last couple weeks. When did I talk to him? I think, yeah, like I don't know, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I got very solid information that
Yes.
oh man. If you super chat $200, she'll hold up a foot. I'm serious, she will, dude. $200. And she'll just hold up just one foot, dude. I'll hold it like this.
I'm like turning red at the thought of it.
Really? You close your eyes.
What is it with the feet?
I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing to me.
And honestly, like I actually like
Feet pics count as marriage. It's my phone.
Oh, like I actually never, like when people ask about that, like in your chats and stuff, like I never know if I should, because like if someone was doing that and they were like, send me a picture of your tits, I'd be like, give me this guy's address. I'm gonna fucking gut him like a fish. But like when they're like, they ask for feet, I'm like, all right, weirdo, and then like it doesn't even bother me. When in reality, it's probably exactly the same thing for them or whatever. But she's not sure if she can love me, which I found weird. I don't understand if she means that I'm not enough or that she can't give herself due to stress.
Let her be.
Yeah, give her space, man. There should be no doubt in your mind if you truly like someone, want to be with them. That's not true. Depends, dude. I mean, it's
like it should be easy. But like the right person can come around at the wrong time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, we have a perfect marriage, but when we were like, we went through that same shit. I mean, Gabrielle was fucking 11 years old. That's a joke. It's a fucking joke. She was 22.
When I was 21. We met.
Yeah, we met the weekend after you graduated college.
Yeah, I turned 22 2 weeks later.
Planned to go to Portugal together. That's how far ahead we saw each other. Oh, damn. You had a Portugal thing planned. So I'll tell you guys a weird story.
Maybe she can't afford Portugal.
That cues up me telling a very bizarre story. Not even bizarre. So I got a buddy, really good buddy. And there was this girl that they knew who had been in this really long-term relationship. And she had some European trip planned. And then her and the dude broke up. And she ended up taking my buddy, like they literally instantaneously, like it was like her and the dude.
Oh.
They like her and her dude broke up, and she literally inserted my friend into her life as if it was like just a
cut and paste.
cut. Yeah, it's like, oh, he's gone. Okay, boom. Like they were insanely serious instantaneously. And then they ended up getting married, and they had 2 kids. And the way that this marriage ended
wasn't good. She copy and pasted another person.
I don't know about
she
that.
Did.
Is it that dude?
Mm-hmm.
Same dude?
No. Different guy.
A different guy than the one from the iPad?
No, the iPad guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that guy.
Like they got like super serious really fast. Like she just like boop, boop.
You're not getting blocked because you asked for feet. You're getting blocked
No.
because you fucking said it 1,000 times, guy.
Oh, you just don't be annoying.
Anyway, so me and my friends were going camping this day. This was, I don't know, 2 years ago or something like that. And the night before, one of my friends from LA flew up and was staying with the two of them, right? Like, and their kids. She had just had a baby too.
Oh.
And the morning we're about to leave.
Like, just had a baby.
Yeah.
Like 5 weeks old.
Yeah. So in the morning where we're going to leave, I call them because I'm going to meet them on the way. We're like going way Northern California. I'm in the Bay Area. They're in Sacramento. We're going to meet like halfway between the two and then shoot up, right? So the dude is like, I can't go. And I'm like, fuck you. You can't go, dude. You're going. And he's like, no, you don't get it, man. I found out last night that my wife's cheating on me. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude. So they have 2 kids together, like literally just had a baby. I'm like
just.
So I texted my other buddy and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? He's all, not good. I'll tell you about it in the car, whatever. So like we met and he told me the whole story. And like, dude, so because my friend was in town with him, she was like, I'll go stay with my mom. Right. And so she goes and she stays with her mom with the kids. And they had updated an iPad. So like when it updated,
with her Apple ID.
it put her Apple ID was on it. And so iMessage was on. They like previously it had been turned off, but because they updated iMessage. It
sounds like the most made up story ever.
It's 100% true. Yeah. So like,
crazy.
So iMessage is on and she doesn't know. So while she's at her mom's house, she's having this conversation with this other dude and it's coming through on their kid's iPad.
It's not just like a, hey babe, what are you doing? It's like full on sex.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, so my friend whose wife it is brings this over to my other friend and he's like, can you read this and tell me I'm looking at what I think I'm looking at. And he said that like one of the things was that the dude was like, God, I can't fucking wait to bottom you out again. She's like, I can't wait to get bottomed out again. It was like, Jesus. If you're unfamiliar with bottomed out.
Had a baby 5 weeks prior. So
that's why he couldn't bottom her out yet. Yeah. By the way, bottomed out means the length of your cock is longer than her vagina, and so it hits the back of it. That's being bottomed out.
Okay,
so
this was going on like while she was pregnant.
Yep. The dude's black though, so it's definitely not his kid because the kid's not black. So definitely wasn't his kid.
But Jesus, criminally.
Yeah. Yeah. He said, Jesus, man. But he lost it, obviously. And I ended up being his strategist that weekend because like he obviously
that was my exact feeling.
He lost his fucking mind and he said a bunch of shit in writing. And I called him. I'm like, bro, I understand how mad you are, but let me just listen. This is how this is going to play out. You guys are going to get divorced now.
Yeah.
And so you need to start thinking about her as an adversary, and you need to start thinking about every single thing that you say to her is going to be on record, brought into court. And I'm like, so when you said this, and this, you have to copy and paste the message that I'm going to send you right now, and you have to send it to her. And you need to keep a record of you saying it. And he's like, all right. So I wrote this thing out literally just with like, if they bring this out, then this is what he responds with. And he did it, and they got divorced, but like
crazy,
gnarly.
Divorce is a war. I feel for people that have to go through that.
For some people, for them, it actually didn't end up being that bad. I think it depends on how much, depends on a lot of things.
Involved.
Yeah. Because with those, the other two that got, that ended up like.
Which two?
That ended up with, they also had a bunch of kids. Our neighbors from down the street in Walnut Creek. Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a whole other thing.
But that was long and arduous.
Yeah.
Them getting through that.
Well, so was what led up to it, which is why she was so.
Dude.
Yeah.
Multiple years of just like lying.
In your face lying.
It's so crazy, dude.
So she had a suspicion the whole time, and he gaslighted her on it.
Mm-hmm. And she was right. Someone that he worked with. And what's so crazy is when shit like that happens, and then like the dude's all, you know, like in his mind, like his side of the story, he's like, dude, she's acting so fucking crazy. I'm like,
Is she though?
oh, she's acting crazy?
Yeah.
Like if Gabrielle did what you did, I'd fucking slit her fucking throat. And I'd slit everybody's throat that was even remotely involved in that. And it's like, I don't understand how he didn't like, how are you not putting this together that like, it doesn't like anything she does.
It's not the most.
You earned it, dude. You know what I mean?
Word, empathetic.
Like you fucking earned it, obviously.
Yeah. I don't think you could see it from her space for one fucking
Not even for a second. Yeah.
Someone said a prenup. I'm after you for your money.
Yeah.
Good thing we had that prenup when
Mm-hmm.
I had a whole 8 cents.
Yep. Yeah, I had 8 cents in the bank when Gabrielle married me.
Another crazy story.
It was only the case for a very short period, like
His account.
Yeah.
Days before we got married.
And then they gave it back. But like, so it made for, I didn't have a dime when she married me.
You didn't have a dime,
Mhm.
literally.
That's why I have 8 cents tattooed on my there.
Bilbo. You back? What'd you eat?
I'm a rice roll.
A rice roll.
Our marriage is absolutely not complicated. Oh shit! I just clicked off of that super chat. Whoever that was, thank you so much, man. Oh, there it is.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Schwarty, thank you so much, man.
Son.
But yeah, our marriage is not complicated even a little bit. There's nothing complicated about ours.
Oh, goodness.
Son.
She said shorty.
No, I don't live in Walnut Creek. We don't live in Walnut Creek.
We did.
We did live in Walnut Creek.
We did.
Can I have some wine?
No. Ew. Excuse you.
Well, can we have wine?
No, you can't have wine.
Why?
We don't give our kids
8
wine.
cents is that while you're selling feed? We're not selling feed, dude.
Let me see.
Get off my wine.
Cool.
I don't have 8 cents anymore, you fucking idiot.
We have many more cents now.
Yeah. I had 8 cents. We've been married for 14 fucking years, dude. And I only had 8 cents very briefly. I had made a lot of money. I owed a lot of money to the IRS. And then
Yeah,
they
levied
like,
his account.
that's what happened. It's like the IRS, like if they're not getting your attention, like if they feel like you're not listening to them, that's what they do. They'll take all your money out. And they're just like, oh, you're going to call us now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what they did. It was like they just took all my money.
Those letters now.
Yeah. Oh, you ignored the letters? Well, geez, where'd all your money go? Hey, where'd all your money go?
Someone took it.
Yeah.
They left 8 cents in it. 8 cents.
It was before, so we got married in a pretty unorthodox way. And there wasn't really a traditional proposal involved in that. And so a couple days before we were going to get married, or, you know, go through what we went through to get married, he was going to propose to me. So he bought a ring. We were going to go out to dinner, and literally like 20-something-year-olds do before you go to dinner, you just check your bank account.
I was just making sure that I had like money in my, like if I had to move it for savings to checking or whatever, I was like, let me just make sure I have money in the checking. And I looked and it was all gone.
So we're sitting in the car, like literally sitting in the car about to go into dinner, ring in his pocket. And I don't know if you guys know this about Jesse, but he wears his emotions just on his sleeve and literally lost it. And I was like, what happened? What happened? He's looking at it. He's like, he just like beat red, screaming, swearing.
I don't not scream and swear.
What?
I don't. No. There's no way.
No, you don't?
No, there's no way.
It was anger, swearing.
No way.
Yes.
No way.
Yes, there's a lot of WTFs.
That's probably likely.
And then, so I bought us dinner. And then, and then it was literally like, well, I was going to do this whole thing. And like, here's a ring.
That I remember doing. I don't remember. It was like a throw it. I was like, well, I had this whole fucking thing planned, but then the IRS stole all my money. So
I told him he had 10 years to actually propose, and down to the minute.
On the 10th anniversary, I did it in Vegas.
And we got remarried.
Yeah. That was super pimp.
It was awesome.
The tea she sells is the Georgia peach tea. It's the links in the description. It's the bomb, dude.
It's
My
really good.
name's Georgia.
I know. I named you after the
Yes.
tea.
We named you after a tea. No, you came first.
Daddy's pretty.
What, baby?
Daddy's wearing pretty.
She said you're pretty.
Actually, no, you're handsome.
Oh, well, isn't that nice to say?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
I'm playing this.
She's drawing. Northern California.
It
is
does make her a
totally
professional
different.
teabagger. Look at Gabrielle's
one.
foot. I was trying to figure out a way to do like Gabrielle's foot. It's like,
Make it come from this.
yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. They're all, oh man. That's
Can I get a refund?
God, that is not how I envisioned them.
Yeah, this is
Wait, so what happened with Jeff Molina? Did he say why he got suspended? You owe them 100? Yeah. They're gonna come get you. You can have my autograph.
Someone asked about your shirt, I think. I might have lost it.
Tracy Cortez foot bathwater. Oh my God, that's so funny, dude. It's so funny. They're just like these random things that turn people on that like shouldn't.
Like
My buddies into pregnant chicks. I'm like, pregnant chicks. It's like this, like the exact, like that's like the last thing that you should, last thing you should be attracted to.
I mean, there is like a little bit of psychology around that, maybe, but like not at that moment. But it shows that they are fertile. I'm trying to use like
I guess
appropriate words that she didn't understand.
RGZ, thank you so much, man.
I don't understand.
And Bobby Brown, thank you too.
On purpose.
Merry Christmas from New Zealand. Merry
Yeah.
Christmas. Dude, I miss Fabia so much.
What happened to him?
He
He
just
just
doesn't
went
do
away?
anything, dude.
Lame. He is a real piece of work, Frank. I concur. Oh wow.
Oh, he's all, here's $100. Let's see them feet. I'm just kidding.
Thank
Mike
you.
Morrison, thank you so much, man. Thank you. Just a former addict of oxys and perks. Cover here. Really enjoyed seeing your success as VP in a large company. We're not really allowed to be open about these things, and it's unfortunate because I know there are a lot of guys hurting the former addicts. Help. Yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. I totally agree, dude. Where it's like, I mean, I was always super high functioning. Like I was never like people. I think people hear like, oh, this person has, you know, a dependency issue on blah blah blah, and they're like, oh, that must mean that their life's all fucked up. It's like, nah, dude, not necessarily at all. It just means like they're
function without it.
they're normal. They trap themselves into a new normal where it's either this or I'm sick. I'm so sick that I want to just die. And it's like feels like being in prison. Like it's honestly, there's no, that's exact. You feel trapped. That's all it is you just feel trapped. It's like, because the way out is so horrifying that you're like, man, I don't know if I can do it. But yeah, dude, I that was kind of my idea with the YouTube. Like if I do that YouTube channel, like someone asked me like, why do you want to do it? Like it was actually my dad, because he was like, why would you do that? He's like, it's because he thinks like he's concerned about my someone finding it and then it being like an issue with my career. I'm like, I don't think my future is necessarily in corporate anymore.
You have a bunch of disclaimers.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I don't see why a person having a history in that should disqualify them from anything now. You know, it's like, well, do you still do it? You're like, of course not. Why would I be talking about it? You know, it's like, it takes tremendous discipline to not do it.
Doing it anymore.
Yeah. But anyway, Mike, thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas. Yep. Shouty, thank you so much, dude.
Thank you.
Since you guys are in Austin, and thank you, dude. This is very generous also. Since y'all are in Austin, check out Kill Tony at Vulcan Gas Company sometime. Dude,
oh yeah.
For sure. I think y'all would enjoy it. I had to put my dog to sleep on the Oh, I'm sorry, man.
So sorry.
What happened?
Binge watch old
Yeah.
JOE vids
Say
to keep my
goodbye
mind
to
off
his
it.
doggy. Like
Thank you for the
we had to
content.
do.
Well, I'm glad I could help, dude. That's a rough go.
We had to say goodbye to our boys. It's been years now, and there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about them. So I'm sorry.
Shit sucks, man.
We still have their photo and their ashes front and center in our living room.
Getting a dog is like it's like masochistic almost, because they know that that's going to be the end.
Outlive
you
them
know?
and outlove them.
Mom,
Yeah,
wait a minute.
it's beautiful.
But I'm sorry, man. And but the Kill Tony at Vulcan Gas Company is you're talking, it's Kill Tony the podcast, right? I thought about doing it, and I was like, I'll do it because I got sets, man. But I couldn't do it. None of my sets work with 1 minute. You know.
He's too long-winded for one.
No, I got setups, dude. Like I don't do fucking
You have your whole
2-second setup.
round... Wow. Your full circle.
Give me 6.
Circle set.
I'll eat them up. When I go up at that
They
place.
want to know what the symbol on your shirt is.
Oh, thank you again, Shorty. It's 6 blades.
Six blades.
It's the 6 blade. My Jiu-Jitsu team.
Okay, Georgia knows.
6 blades.
Do you know Jiu-Jitsu?
6 blades Jiu-Jitsu.
I do 6 blades.
What's your favorite takedown? Say it.
Also,
Asotagari. It's
What
my
is that?
favorite.
Asotagari.
what's a gaddy?
Dude, the booze is hard. How many times have I said out loud, I'm so grateful that that's not my, vice of choice. Because, man, it's like, I can't even, it's one thing to kick pills and stay off those. But like, dude, if every time I went to the supermarket, it was like, it was all pink Oxy 30s, like whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's just like aisles and aisles of it. I'd be like, at some point I'm eating one, dude.
Yeah. That's
I think, I don't know. But that's
really, really, really hard
yeah.
one.
Yeah. And you go out and every person's all,
Yeah.
dude, you tried the new
It's
blues.
just normal.
You tried the
Yeah.
new blues. And you're like, no, I haven't. I
I'm
can't.
using blue.
I can't.
You're what? You're using blue?
My opinion, what are the chances Gordon gets a fight with Paddy in a rematch? I think very low. I think Gordon's in a really good spot, but I don't think he's going to get to fight Paddy again because Paddy's he's on the conveyor belt. Now, in all seriousness, I don't really know what his conveyor belt is moving towards because he's obviously not ready for top guys at all. I heard someone was saying that Chael did a great video the other day. That was called it was like the difference between Paddy and Sean O'Malley. And it's like, dude, if you want to talk about someone who grinds, dude, Chael's output is bananas, dude. He does like 4 or 5 videos a day. He's got a partner that he doesn't with. In all honesty, I could do that too if I had someone that did like all the editing and thumbnails and all that stuff.
That's what takes the longest
That
time.
100%. I could sit like if it's a 16-minute movie or a 60-minute video. They're like, how long did it take? I'm like 18 minutes, like 1 minute to walk upstairs, sit down, 16 minutes to film it. And then like maybe a very short conversation with whoever's going to edit it. But anyway, he cranks. But like point being is if you put out that many videos, there's not always going to be like gold in every single one of them. But that O'Malley and Paddy one was really insightful. It was really smart. It was like a really, really good video. And he was just talking about how like, he's like with Sean O'Malley, like, what his trajectory is. He's trying to win the championship. Like he's trying to win the title and he's, XYZ. And then he talked a bunch about Pat. I'm obviously simplifying it down to one. You should still watch it. But he was like, what's Paddy? Like, what's he doing? He's not calling anyone out. We don't even know. And he doesn't necessarily need to call anyone specific out, but like, we don't know what he wants. Like, does he want to be the champion? Does he just want to do big fights? And if he wants to do big fights, who does he want to fight against? And I thought about that afterwards, and I was like, honestly, with Paddy, it almost seems like the correct play for him is just to do whatever he has to do to stay in the public eye because he's making so much money outside of fighting that it's like, just stay relevant. It doesn't really matter who you fight. And I say that because I'm not confident that he would do well against top guys. But someone was saying that like that Gaethje wanted to fight him or something like that, and that's not going to go well, dude. That wouldn't, Jesus, that would not go well for him. You grew up in Pleasanton? Nice, man. We all know you are a winner in life and the business side and things and love life. Now, be honest, we know you like being submissive in bed. Every man at times wants their woman to take. Gabrielle, what do you think about that?
Not true.
Not true.
I hear that.
You heard what?
I was covering your ears.
Oh. It's like there's no way she knows what that means,
she doesn't understand the context.
Yeah.
You're just saying I can hear through your hands.
Yeah. The world would be a better place if more people were like you and your ladies. Thank you, dude. My kind of my base setting on life now is just that like if like with a very, very few exceptions, if you can speak about something confidently, you can talk about anything. Like people don't like people trying to be sneaky, you know?
Oh my God.
Like people don't respect people saying one thing when they actually do something else. They don't like people being sneaky. If you just are out with it, like you can talk about anything.
It's also why people are trying to be too PC and just don't make it, because people are like, just say what you mean.
Just shut up.
Say what you feel. Don't try to please everyone. That's one thing I learned about social media, and one thing like a lot of people will tell you if you're trying to, gain an audience or whatever, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be clear on who you are and clear on what you're saying.
Yeah. Wait, didn't Brendan Schaub have setups? I don't know what this means. I can tell you, like we've said before, I've gone to 4 of his shows and they were all sold out and the crowd loves this shit. And she's been to 2.
Yeah, they were great.
Like they really like it. His set is fucking long too, dude. Like he's
super long.
It's up there. He's up there for a long ass time. Where I'm like, because in the second one that we went to, I had already seen it, and so we were just in the green room with like David Lucas and all those guys, and we were like, Jesus, he's still fucking up there. Like he was up there for so long, dude. Thank you so much, man. Merry Christmas. Let me find something here. Dude, I mean, it's not, it's not
invented now, it wouldn't be.
It'd be no chance. It's not like nuts exactly, because all it demonstrates is that ultimately the will of the people, if the people really all agree on something, is too strong to overcome. Because like they tried to make it, do prohibition, and every person was like, fuck you, and they just were like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Like, but like, dude, I think I talked about this a little bit last night, but like on JCS, on Jack Can't Swim YouTube channel, the most recent one is about a dude who is just like this regular guy, like lacrosse player, this huge guy. He got wasted and he like, while blacked out drunk, not remembering it,
earmuffs.
He beat his ex-girlfriend to death. And so you watch, because that show is, or that entire channel is like our interrogation videos of like really famous cases. And he does the whole thing. He has no idea. Like he's in there, like he has no idea the gravity, like, because they didn't tell him that she had died. And so he's doing the whole thing thinking like that he's in trouble because like he kicked her door down or something. Like he straight up did not remember it at all. And you could tell throughout the interview, like he's not a bad guy. He's just this like huge oafy dude that you could also tell from watching. You're like, oh man, I bet this guy is a horrendous drunk, dude. Because he's like dumb as a box of rocks. He's like dumb. He's like a big, dumb, nice guy.
He's oafy.
Right?
Oh, the guy from the show?
Yeah. You saw him. Like what other like seriously, like what other substance could you put in your body where you would kill your fucking girlfriend and not know it? You know what I mean? Like that sounds like if that happened on like that sounds like it would only make sense on like fucking, I don't know, mescaline or something, you know, or like, you know, they're like, dude, I mean, I've heard some crazy things about mescaline. I heard there's a story about this guy who killed his girlfriend, didn't even remember it. And you'd be like, damn, that sounds like a gnarly psychedelic. But like with booze, it's just like, yeah, he was so drunk that he fucking killed his girlfriend and he doesn't remember. And people are like, oh yeah, I know, it's nuts, man. It's just like, because people understand what it's like to booze. Like I think alcohol is the most dangerous out of all of them in terms of what a person is going to do while they're under the influence, you know, because you're not yourself. I honestly don't even hold, like, I have trouble holding things against people that they do when they're blacked out drunk. Like, cause I'm like, it's like not that person. There's like someone else driving the ship, you know? And like I said, I don't like booze has never really been my thing. I mean, I'll drink, but like, the only times where I really like got drunk was in college. Like, you know, when I was in a fraternity and it was just kind of like, but I remember the handful of times that I legit blacked out, which was, you know, certainly more than a few times, but just, you know, like, but I was like a happy guy. Like if I was blacked out, I was like laughing and just doing crazy shit, but I didn't remember it. And anytime someone would they'd tell me, they're like, dude, you don't remember last night? You came into the dance floor and you like, we had like all this like styrofoam snow. Dude, you came into the middle of the thing and you picked up this huge thing of snow and just started throwing it in the air. And you went nuts, man. And you're like, Jesus, don't tell, like people telling you things that you did when you were blacked out is like, this is awful. But yeah, I'm lucky in that regard that like, that I don't like being drunk like that. And also that if I do get drunk like that, I'm happy, you know? Because the people who aren't, it's always consistent, dude. Like the guys I know that are really shitty drunks who get mad, you know, who are like not normally like that. And then they get real fucking mad. They're always like that every single time, dude. And they're like happy ass fucking dudes. They're like really happy, like really like reliable, genuine, smart. And they've just got whatever that little, you know, tick in their brain is where if they go, you know, they almost always go past this level. And when they do, they're mean. Like they're like turn fucking mean. And they also never know it about themselves, you know? Just who do we think has the best probability of becoming a first-time UFC champion in their division? I don't know what division we're talking about, my man. Sorry. I don't know, dude. A minute's tough for me, dude. But I got a set for that ass. When I go up at this place that I'm gonna do, they're probably gonna be like, I'm, you know, here, man, yeah, you know, go do 5 minutes. I'm gonna be up there 25 minutes later, just fucking knocking people's dicks in. But anyway. Gabrielle is very strict with their diet. I mean, not like strict, but like they don't eat bullshit. Gabrielle's 5'3". I'm 5'10". Jeez, man. I am extraordinarily sorry to hear that, dude. I'm glad that I could distract you though. And that's rough, man. I'm sorry. Inclusion has become the opposite in society. Too much politics. That's exactly correct. That's like exactly correct. It's like, oh, the Diversity and Inclusion Project supports, you know, people of color only dorms. You're all, wait, what? They're all, the inclusion team is the one that implemented the people of color only dorm. You're all, do you want to just say that sentence one more time and make sure that you're saying it correctly because you're saying opposites. Okay. The inclusion team has determined that white people are not allowed in this building. That's the opposite of inclusion. Well, you know, I don't think that you understand the lived experience of people of color, and they don't want white people around. You're all, okay. Well, you and all of your merry men can just take whatever thing that you're trying to do somewhere else. Somewhere else. APC 901, thank you so much, man. That is very, very generous. I'm trying to find that so I can put it up, but I'm like, I can't find it. Giant Cardinals, thank you very much. APC. Oh, I haven't gotten to it yet. There it is. Thank you very much, man. That is extraordinarily generous. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go spend it on a gun. I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm the worst for Christmas. Like, because like I have such a hard time making purchases unless it's like, if it's clothes, shoes, like geese, I can always get more. But like when it comes to like a big purchase, like as an example, you know, Gabrielle's for Christmas, I want like get it, you know, I'll get you a gun or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. So let's go and pick it out. I'm like, all right. And I can't. Like once I'm there and it's like, all right, so I'm going to spend whatever, $650 or something, or $700, whatever it is. Like once I have all the options in front of me, I'm like, man, I'm like, that one would be awesome, but that one would be awesome. That one would be awesome. That one would be awesome. And then my brain breaks and I can't choose. And I end up getting nothing. I used to do that with golf clubs all the time, dude. I used to go like, I'm going to get a new driver. I would go and I would look at like 7 and I would love to have all of them, but I would buy none of them because I can't decide. Let me see. Oh, I've got a spot. They're gonna let me go up. It's a real spot. It's not like an open mic. They do comedy there, and they're gonna let us go up and or let me go up. You know, like I would imagine like most people would be super. I mean, the thing is, I've done it before. Like it's not like, you know, I was gonna say like most people would be really nervous. Like I'm not nervous even a little bit. Like I'm not. I have zero nerves about it at all. But I have done it. I did it a lot actually in college, but like not for a very long time. I'm not going to do a just and everything on JFK just because like I've honestly never been super into the JFK thing because to me it's just like, okay, cool. Like, of course the CIA did it, you know? And that was so long ago that like,
forever. Who
cares, you know? And it's like, now they admitted the CIA did it. You're all, yeah, I mean, I think we all knew that, you know? Like, I think we all knew that.
You're just waiting for the moon landing, aren't you?
The moon landing is fake for sure, dude. For sure. And I've got some of my buddies who used to argue with me about it. They're on board now. Like after seeing all the psyops that have been going on for the last 3 years that they're like where people are onto it. I'm like, okay, so now that you see this stuff, you want to revisit the moon landing yet? And they're like, I'm like, do you have any idea how easy it would have been to do that? Like if you actually think about the logistics of the things you're talking about versus faking the fucking moon landing, like filming it and then putting it on TV and pretending it's actually happening. It's so not even fucking complicated. It's unbelievable, dude. Misfit Brit, thank you so much.
Merry Christmas.
Hang on. Yeah, the earth is definitely not flat. I can tell you that for sure. It's not.
No.
I worked for the largest private satellite company in the world. Gabrielle?
Did you? Is that your question? Yes, he did.
It's not flat. all of my, an enormous amount of my coworkers are NASA scientists. And I got to see all kinds of things that 100% disprove flat Earth. It's not flat. It's definitely not flat.
The amount of like logistics and explanation that goes into them trying to like articulate how everything moves in the heavens. It's like the craziest thing. It's like, or we're all just orbiting and the stars are there. Like it literally makes no sense. Have you seen them try to like put those crazy windy things above it?
They're going to eat you up, Gabrielle. Okay. There's going to be someone in here that believes they're going to get, the flat earthers, dude.
It's not flat.
I know it's not.
What's Occam's razor? The simplest explanation is usually the right one. Is that Occam's razor? Yeah.
I mean, the only one that I at least could entertain. I'm not saying that I even remotely believe this. So I'm just saying one that if it was a theory and it caught enough steam to where I'd be like, all right, I will listen to what you're saying, is if they were actually everything, the solar system, it revolves around Earth and not around the sun. I'd be like, okay, explain to me why you think that.
No, that still doesn't even make sense.
Of course it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying at least the flat Earth thing makes absolutely no fucking sense at all. None, makes no fucking sense. It's so anyway.
Sorry, friends, if you are flat earthers. I don't judge you, but
I mean, it's one of those.
It's wrong.
It's if you're Jesse has a 3-inch dicker. I'm like, no, I don't. Factually, that's just not right. That's just not right. That's just not right. That's not right. Or the actual real theory.
Not the flat earth.
The Jesse is 5'2" theory. No, that's just wrong. I think that's just not correct.
Also incorrect.
This is incorrect. That was fun though. Dude,
the photo, that was amazing.
That was incredible.
It was so good with the sunglasses.
That was amazing, dude. Someone took whoever did that.
That was the flat earth.
That was impressive.
That was the flat earth,
yeah, it is actually that.
The same thing.
Someone took so there's a picture of me on Instagram at the Bitcoin conference standing with my business partner Jeff, Navy SEAL, and it's me, him, and some other people, whatever. And the way that we're kind of standing, he's closer. And he's taller than me, but he's probably 6'1", yeah,
he's taller than me, but he's not
he's definitely taller than me.
Yeah.
But he's 6'1" or something like that, 6 foot. And he's standing closer to the camera, and he looks much bigger than me in this picture. And he does the Jake Paul boxing, whatever. I can't remember what Jake Paul's boxing organization or his charity is, but Jeff does it with him. And so he has a bunch of pictures with Jake Paul. And so they took these pictures of him with Jake Paul, and they were Jake Paul verified to be this height. Here's Jeff Gum next to Jake Paul.
Who is there for this height?
He was there. Here is Jesse next to Jeff.
4'8".
He's Jesse's 5'3". And it was
But no, my favorite was the sunglasses. They took the size of sunglasses and then made some framing in reference to the size of your head.
Oh yeah. That was amazing.
There was
dude.
So much thought that went into it. It was I can respect.
And what I said is
respect that
for sure. And I was if I'm important enough that someone did this much effort to try to conspiracy theory my height,
I'm feeling good.
I won, dude. I won.
Oh, did you tell a story about forgetting that you owned again? Is that what that comment was about?
No, I didn't tell him that. I was just telling him that I suck at. Damn, I actually forgot about that. I was telling him I suck at buying things in general.
I told him for Christmas.
I just told him the story.
Oh.
They're I can't choose.
Welcome back.
Yeah. But yeah, I did forget I had a gun. So I was one of the guns I'd been considering buying for the last maybe 6 months since I got this bag. It's small and I love it. But if I put a Glock 43 in it, it's a little bit too big. And so I was dude, what would be good is maybe a, LCP Max, something like that, or a bodyguard that's smaller. But anyway, so I had been looking at those. And then yesterday I was doing something I was going to make a reel.
I took an
inventory and laid out all my handguns. And as I was getting the boxes down, underneath one of the boxes was a box for a gun that I literally had forgotten that I owned. And it's a car CW380. It's literally exactly what I've been shopping for. And I owned it. I forgot. I just forgot that I owned it. And I was oh my God, what a fucking moron. Like, what a fucking moron. It's like I knew I had it. I just, like, for some reason, like, I talked about it recently where I was like, yeah, I used to own a CW380. If someone would have been like, what happened to it? I'd have been like, I think I sold it. Wait a minute. Oh, shit, I think I still have it. Yeah.
Are you pulling up the photograph of your inventory?
Yeah. That's the handgun inventory. And the one in question is the bottom left corner. But yeah, I forgot I had it. Idiot. And then I got a round stuck in it. Gabrielle had to help get it out.
That's fun.
I needed a second pair of hands. What else we got?
Explain bowling alleys. Wait.
Wait, where?
Explain bowling alleys. The world is flat in places. What? No, please, you're not.
He's saying if the earth was not flat, you couldn't have bowling alleys because they're flat.
Wait. No, but like, are you really a flat earther?
No.
Okay.
He said in places. He's being funny. That's Slowy G, son.
Okay. I don't, sorry. I apologize for not knowing who you are, Slow EG.
He's the one that has fuck the fakes on his default picture. He's an OG, dude.
Hi.
Thug Nasty would not like this stream at all.
Who's that?
He is so confident. Bryce Mitchell. I love Bryce Mitchell.
Flat earther.
He's very cool, and he is a prominent flat earther. He challenged Rogan to have him on the channel so that he could debate him, which puts Rogan in a tough spot because Rogan takes so much shit for platforming that kind of stuff. And like, because Rogan obviously likes Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell's jiu-jitsu is bananas good, ridiculously good. My first interview on this channel was with Matt Sales, and he was the dude that Bryce Mitchell put a twister on, the first twister in UFC. And I asked him on it. I had him do a fight companion. And I was like, what does it feel to be in that? He's all, dude. He's like, it feels like your back is like every one of your vertebrae is like exploding. I was like,
yikes. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna have a flat earth conversation?
prove it's not flat. I mean,
go on an airplane.
I just told you that I worked for
just go on an airplane.
like I can't tell you how much
See,
stuff related to what I used to do disprove fucking the flat earth thing, dude. I've seen a
and the earth is flat in places. I love how people are like, it's either a perfect sphere or it's flat. Like, y'all know that there are like plains,
it's round,
valleys, and like
it's
like
round,
mostly round. Like, but there are flat. There's also like, canyons. Like, it also goes down sometimes. It's just not flat overall.
Okay, so I'll give you an example that disproves it. Okay, so when companies like my company or any of these other space companies that have been exploring lower Earth orbit, they put these things up there, right? So it's like when they do a satellite, like a satellite is alive for a certain amount of time, right? Like when they say, oh, we had to decommission that satellite. Like, there's no one who goes up and gets them. What it means is it ran out of gas. Like they can function up there as long as there is an energy source, and the energy source, once they've because they move them around, up, down, whatever. And once they run out of gas, they're done, and they just live up there. And so they go and they're orbiting constantly. They're constantly orbiting, and they crash into each other, right? So so things that used to be, big things have turned into many, many little things because they crash into each other, whatever. And so things are moving in space at like 6,000 miles an hour all the time. Like, while they're orbiting, it's like 6,000 miles an hour. And so like for the active satellites, they have to have a system that tracks where all the space junk is. And so like, I've seen the system that tracks all of the space junk. Anything over the size of a Snickers bar, they have like clocked and and rendered or whatever. And so you could see in real time where all of them are. And it's like, if you take this system and you move out of it, like, so you can actually, it's like you can, because there's like layers of it, and you move all the way out. It's fucking crazy. Like, it looks like fucking
around Earth.
It's blanketed by trash. Like, it's like and it's round, like, and it's round. It's a round layer of trash. Like, and it's all moving. Like, it's like, like, I've seen that since I've seen it personally.
It's just round.
It's round, dude. But I love that. Like, so they're going to say that's not proof. And I'm going to say, okay, so prove it's flat. Like,
What are we looking at now? Yes. Oh wait, no, I thought you were looking at flat earth.
no, like, but like, because flat earthers, honestly, they think that
solar system.
but they think that
it's so complex.
they think
it
that
makes no sense.
but they think that that like all the like that NASA is just like this complete fraud. Like they think that like none of it's.
My uncle worked for JPL.
Oh, and there's that too. I forgot. Yeah, her uncle is one of the lead people on the fucking Mars rover. That's how I really got on the moon landing being bullshit. He had a very insufficient answer when I asked him how they beat the fucking Van Allen radiation belt. I was like, wait, you're on the Mars rover? I'm like, so how do they get humans to the Van Allen radiation belt? And his answer was not a validation that we can't, but certainly one that was like.
He just said that's above.
He said that's above my pay grade.
With a winky face.
That's above my pay grade, winky face. And I was like, oh.
Okay, I can't answer you, buddy.
Yeah. All right. So.
The ice wall. The
Like,
ice wall is my favorite.
You know, round.
It's pretty round.
Looking round. Looking around. Like, I don't even understand what, like they think these pictures are fake or what?
But like what? So this is the answer. This is the question that I haven't had like answered.
Oh,
fully.
I can't wait to answer this for you when you ask it because I think I know.
No,
what
I
you're
know,
saying.
I know what you said your answer was, but I'm curious those that believe it's flat.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I want them to give their answers before you give your answer. Like, what possible reason?
No, that's what I knew you were going to ask.
I know. What possible reason could there be to lie about it being round instead of flat? Like, what's the end game for the round Earth lie?
Yeah, for the round Earth lie. Okay, so like, there you go.
Oh, obviously.
It's fucking round.
It's obviously flat. You can just.
It's round, but
I'm serious. Like,
I know their answer.
No, I know what you have told me that you have heard the answer is, but if someone here truly believes that, I'm curious what their answer is. So we'll let the chat go for a sec.
Someone give it to us.
Yeah.
Why the big global multi-decade conspiracy to trick everyone into the Earth being round?
Like the moon landing lie is easy.
Right? It's the easiest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's the easiest thing ever.
You're trying to prove you're out technology your enemies. That's easy. Why the lie about it being round?
Whoa, dude.
What was that?
Don't put P-Gate and flat Earth in the same conversation.
No,
Those
sir.
are not the same thing at all.
Very different.
Flat Earth is utter nonsense. P-Gate is not at all. We can't talk about it here, but absolutely 100% not nonsense. Overwhelmingly not nonsense.
I've never heard that song before.
Flat Earth is not real.
No, Jesse's girl. Those are some of my favorite memories at your friends' weddings. I always feel bad.
Oh, Jesse's girl. Yeah.
I'm like, no, go to the bride.
Yeah. They're all, no, it's your jam. MMA Nut, thank you, dude. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas. I hope, when did you, oh man, we're way behind. So like, if someone answered, yeah, we got to go like,
we'll see it.
Like, you just don't, huh?
What?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I'm sure, dude. Bryce Mitchell seems super fucking cool. I don't have a single negative thing to say about him at all. That's the other thing. Like, okay, so Bryce Mitchell believes the Earth is flat. Like, okay, and I'll go and I'll just be like, yeah, but it's not. He's like, yeah, but it is. I'm like, yeah, but it's not though. But it is. It's like, but it's not. Yeah, it's like, what do you think about Bryce now? I'm like, I think he's awesome. Well, I thought you said the Earth isn't flat. I'm like, how does that have anything to do with me thinking Bryce is not awesome? Well, he thinks it is. It's like,
not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I guess an example, if I hated on everybody who thinks the moon landing's real, that would leave not very many people for me to be friends with, because
Our child. She literally just called Amazon.
Is she out of her fucking
got
mind?
herself an Amazon account, like called Amazon customer service, talked to someone in India, got herself an authenticated Amazon account, and is now trying to spend her money.
On that? Giselle, get in here. Get in here now. Hi, Haley. Merry Christmas.
Hi.
Does your 8-year-old like slime?
Dude, that guy Bryce fought is a
Shame
boss.
our child right now.
No, yeah.
Why not?
Giselle, get over here.
No.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want slime.
Okay. Giselle, you like shoes like I do.
I don't want shoes.
So
Get
why
over
wouldn't
here.
you want to buy slime
Get over here.
Yes.
that you know for sure mommy is going to throw in the trash when you make a mess with it?
Come here.
In
If she
100% she will.
If she likes it, she can keep it. But I won't make a mess of it. But
You won't?
Dad-
Hey, what's your success rate of not making a mess with slime
In the
you
last-
getting slime and it not being thrown in the trash by your mom inside of 1 week? What's your success rate? Not including today's.
70.
0 is your answer.
No.
She has thrown away every single
She
slime you've
kept
ever
one
got.
slime for like a week, but then she decided to throw one and stick it to the ceiling.
No, I said 7 days. 7 days.
Yeah.
Your average keeping slime time is like 24
Slime
hours
time.
maximum. She gets it within 24 hours. You did something and mom is like, nope, trash.
Well,
Do
I
you-
still want it.
Do you need
Because-
positive?
What does he need, Georgia?
He needs a test.
I need
A
a
test.
positive
What's
test.
on? What's
If-
on you?
It's
Please,
my
Mama.
slime that's dry.
But I'm meant to be trusted with slime.
I don't want you. No, I'll let you use the gift cards on my account, so you don't have to pay shipping on Amazon. But I'm not doing it tonight. I told you. You
Dude,
guys literally just had Christmas.
if you ask
We're 900.
if you
minutes
ask
away.
flat earthers about other planets or other like the sun or the moon, that one I was like, whoa, dude.
Just say
they're like
March.
projections, right?
They're saying that the sun and the moon are like we live in like a flat with like this atrium thing, and that the moon and the sun are projected on the atrium. I'm like, oh man. Okay. Like, yikes, bro.
Hey, don't do
Because we have gone to the moon. There's just not people on them.
We have put
Like we put
Things on the moon.
things on the moon. We just can't get there with people. And then actually we could get there with people. Maybe they just couldn't come back. They
What
couldn't
is it
survive
about
coming back.
I don't know. What is
No,
it
I don't know.
about? Oh.
I don't know. I read that. Like that's actually what I actually don't know if we can get there. Van Allen radiation belt. I just know like the furthest that we've gone in a verified like
A
space
man-
mission, in a manned mission, the furthest that we've ever gone is like 500 miles, except for the Apollo missions, which are 237,000 miles away. And we somehow, no other country's been able to
Same thing.
figure it out since 1970,
Yeah.
right? It's
Why
like,
is no one?
yeah, you're all, hey, what was a 1970 cell phone look like? They're all, oh, they didn't get invented for another 10 years. You're all, right. And what do they look like now? They're all, oh, it's a computer in your hand that can like monitor you all the time. You're all,
Why
but
don't
we could
have
go to the moon and do,
trips?
yeah, we go to the moon, and yet no one's been able to figure it out since then, with all these countries actively trying to figure it out. It's like, give me a fucking break. How does anyone still believe it? It's embarrassing.
It is a weird life.
Gravity strong enough to curve oceans, but weak enough to keep us upright.
What?
I'm confused. I guarantee you Rogan does not believe we went to the moon. Rogan has now officially just changed his position to he doesn't know. And he's not doing that because he thinks we went to the moon. He's doing that because if he knows what I
don't
know,
want to be in trouble anymore.
he knows what I know, which is like, if people like, there are two groups of people. Okay. There are people who have actually genuinely looked into this topic and all of them think it's fake, or there are the vast majority of people who have only looked into it on like mainstream media stuff that's like, you know, oh, so here's what happened with the Apollo missions. Here's the official story. Literally anyone who has looked behind the curtain on it is on our team. But Rogan knows that like if they haven't looked at it, then you sound crazy, which is the problem with everything. Like you're like, dude, we didn't go. Like it's like if you looked at the stuff I looked at, there's no way you'd believe it. There's no possible way you'd believe it. But they won't look at it. They just think like that's what I was just talking about this, where like the media does such a good job of like driving these ideas into people's heads to where as soon as they realize that you don't agree with it, they look like they're listening to you, and all they're doing is just being like, this person is crazy. Like this person's crazy.
The world was round in like what century?
Yeah, now we're talking about being on the other side of the fence though. Like fake moon landing, and like the vast majority of people are like, they look at me like I'm insane. And I'm like, dude. The other thing too is, you know that Google and YouTube, they scrubbed the internet of all of the thousands of fake moon landing things that were on. Like it's gone. Like they are gone. All of the things that we all watched, gone. They're gone. Like they scrubbed them from the internet. You can't find them on Google. I mean, there are a handful of places you can find them, like, but you have to go to like these ghetto ass like video sharing places that are
scary.
Yeah. I think that I don't know about fixed, but I think that the Derek Minner fight is, I mean, come on, you know. Here we go. So this is why, Gabrielle. That's why. Because they want to control us.
Elaborate.
And so if the earth is round, if the earth is round, then they can obviously control us because it proves God's not real. You're all, how the fuck would a round earth prove God's not real?
No one said that. You said that.
That's what they told me before.
I wanted to see if anyone else would say that.
Mama,
What?
can you just help do my nails?
You're not going to sleep with them on, babe.
Yes, I can. I've done it before. Thank you.
Wait,
You see how she just assumes that I
are you serious, Brian? We were saying the earth is round, not that it's flat. Obviously. We're round earthers. We're round earthers, dude. This is correct. This is exactly right, dude. This is what it actually is. That's exactly right.
Lump everyone
exactly
in
right.
The crazies.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
That's what I believe it is. That's exactly what I believe it is. They make really compelling stuff, like stuff that would be compelling to people who are very, you know, like prone to believing this stupid shit on the internet.
We've
if
been
it's
lied
like
to about everything.
because not most
We've
people
been lied to about a lot,
but most people don't have a very good discerning eye for this stuff to where, well, no, that's not true. A lot of people do. There's like people who don't look at any of it. And then there are people who can look at it and go, this is nonsense. I am absolutely one of those people. And then there are people who are like, she's actually kind of on like.
I have been right a lot.
She buys into some shit that I look at, I'm like, Gabrielle, this is fucking ridiculous. And I'll just go, boop, boop, boop. See,
It's not true.
she wants to believe it's true. She's way more gullible than I am.
I'm not gullible.
She's got a good heart.
I do have a good heart.
Yeah, because I default all the time to everyone's lying to me unless I can prove otherwise. And you're like, everyone's telling the truth unless I catch them lying. Mm-hmm. And so I catch a lot of people lying because I just assume they're lying.
I just have certain like pigeonholes where
you want to believe they're true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, I worked for a company. Like for sure, we had all of them. Like we launched them on SpaceX rocket. Like I'm telling you, like
the company owns
this has nothing to do with NASA. Like this. I mean, a lot of the people from NASA worked at my company.
You guys like sold your data.
Yeah, we sold. Like I was making deals with like private equity companies and selling the satellite images to them because they were doing like commodity trades based on all kinds of shit. Like there's like. You're not faking them, you know, like we're not faking, like they would do geological surveys and stuff from really high so they could see like, I mean, like they're not fake. Like they're not fucking fake. I don't have any idea what NASA said or didn't say. I just know that the earth is not fucking flat because I can validate it personally. Boom. Shorty, thank you so much,
Thank
dude. With the
you.
super chat, they believe since Bible says ferment, then that means a dome above flat earth. I don't have a goddamn clue what that means, but thank you for the super chat,
Wait,
sir.
so the Bible says Earth is
Just
no. I'm just because that's the opposite of what you.
the Bible was written when?
No, I mean, okay, that's a rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down
Yeah.
on Christmas.
And Chinese genocide. Thank you so much, man. Hey Jesse, big fan. Wanted to support my favorite MMA YouTuber. What's the largest animal that you think could, on your best day, that I could beat up on my best day? Also think Chinese government could beat the U.S. in a war for Taiwan. I think they already won the war in Taiwan. I think they control everything that happens there. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. The biggest animal that I could beat up, biggest.
He took on a raccoon.
I won that fight by surprise. He didn't know I was there, so I tapped him and he shot up a tree.
A dog? I don't know.
I mean,
I beat up a dog. Not beat up a dog, but
Gabrielle
submitted a dog.
Gabrielle had a very impressive showing against a
I
pit
don't know how
bull.
to finish that. We have to look into how to do
Man.
that tomorrow.
I don't know. Think of some.
Don't take it off.
Think of
It'll
what,
ruin
like
the
some
whole thing.
big weak ass animal. Like what are those things that are
Like
that
a
are,
sloth?
I was just gonna say, look, what's the animal from the DMV
sloth.
in zoo yeah,
Zoo.
probably that.
Zootopia.
Zootopia. So Merry Christmas. See, I just banned some guy because he's asking creep questions on Christmas, dude. I might have let that slide on a regular night.
Not on Christmas.
But the answer was, I like it. But only because of her.
Slime is not good. Whoever said that. You obviously have responsible children or no children.
I would not marry a flat earther, even if they were the last obese pothead chick on earth. That's funny. No, but I've rolled with Shanji.
Is he so good?
He put me in his spider guard, and I was like, what the fuck?
What happened to my body?
Like, he just put me in like basic spider guard, and I was like,
I'm your puppet now.
and like literally, like he does this thing where he locks his elbows in his, and I'm like, I obviously know there has to be some kind of escape from here, but it only feels like if I do so, he's just going to tie me in a knot, and like I was just like, I'm like a fucking Pinocchio, you know? It's like if he wants me to go this way, I go this way. He wants me to go this way, I go this way. It's just like, and he, you know what he's really good at? That he's like one thing that we learn, like that's taught very consistently in our lineage, but that he's obviously like exceptional at because he's like the head of the lineage, like top of the lineage, is making yourself really fucking heavy and making them carry you, you know? And we always talk about it. Like it's always something that you talk about. But when I felt him do it to me in the spider guard, I was like, oh, this is what he means. He is exerting fucking no energy at all, like none. And I'm like, this would be, if I was able to step back 1 foot, it would take 80% of my energy. And he's still just sitting there.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. We're gonna do another one, but like not for a while, because yeah, the beginning of the year they're all international for the most part. Don't doubt it, Paul King. Bryce Mitchell believes it. I love that dude, but he believes it.
Lots of people do.
I could talk about just this part of P-Gate because it's this is so dumb. Like I said, there's a lot of really like P-Gate serious, but that one is so dumb. All you have to do is look into fucking like layer 1 of that part, and you'll find out that sketch, It's the brothers. That sketch is of the same suspect. So they like put the pictures of the brothers up there. All see, it looks just like them. It's like, okay, but that sketch is actually of the same person. So wrong. It's literally, I honestly think that is exactly like the flat earth thing, where they're like, when they started getting close to some of the, the P-Gate stuff, they're like, let's just put out the craziest bullshit ever. So that when people who don't actually look into it, they're like, well, isn't that what those fucking lunatics think? MMA Joey has left the building, you guys. He was asking if I like to eat ass, so I threw him out.
Oh.
On Christmas?
Okay,
I mean, Jesus.
This is Jesus' birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually talking to my mom about this today, where I was like, we're just grooming our kids to the idea to where they're never allowed to leave a 15-mile radius of ours. Like their whole life is just pound that into their head that like our family is going to live close all the time. And she's like, that's so funny coming from you. Like, good luck. I was like, I would say I'm a little bit
of a different parent.
Yeah. A little bit more of a, not domineering. What's the right word? Like just,
influential. I don't know.
I don't know what the right word is, but like,
you have more influence.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
will listen.
They'll listen. Like they'll know, like if my opinion is strong where I'm like, no, you guys can't, like, they're going to know they're in for fucking some serious shit if they want to do something different. No, you can't live more than 20 miles from us. I don't care what all these other fucking weirdos that don't understand what the world is actually like. This is not how people are supposed to live. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's cool that your friends are going to fucking MIT over in Boston, but we live in Texas. Okay. They're going to go over there. They're going to move over there. They're never going to see each other. That's not our family. That's what weirdos do. We're not fucking weirdos. Speaking of weirdos, what's up, baby?
What happened now? I told you this was a bad idea. Oh, goodness. Was it just that one? Mm-mm. Go ask Giselle to put the glue remover on you. I don't want to pick at it. It'll make your fingers bleed. No, it'll make your fingers bleed, buddy. You need the glue remover. Go tell Giselle to put that on you.
Eight. We could probably wrap this up.
Yeah. We should go spend the last little bit of Christmas evening.
Mm-hmm. Let me just get down to the end and see if there's anything that we made. Okay. All right. That's it.
Merry Christmas.
I honestly can't really push back on this if we're just talking the guys like Mark Hunt. They're so big and they're so strong that it's like it's an enormous barrier to get around. And they're also built against, like, the bigger, like the more kind of like that body type you are, the harder it is to implement jiu-jitsu on people. You know, like if someone has really long limbs and they're like, whatever, like it's good for them to practice jiu-jitsu. Is also good to practice it on them. But like for me, it's like, oh, you're on my back. Hey, good luck choking me.
I have no neck.
Yeah. I end up getting cross-face choked, like where they're crushing my teeth, but you know, hard to choke my neck. But I mean, listen, here's the thing. If you're a big, tough guy that knows how to strike and you also know jiu-jitsu, you're going to be tougher than if you don't. That's for sure.
No.
Tell her I said she has to if she did that too. She has to. Go tell her I said.
in a street, but like in a street fight, if it's one-on-one all day, because people don't know, like if you're in a street fight and you're punching people, kicking people, like everyone, well, they don't really actually know how to throw a straight. They're able to like, move their fist in your direction. Like if they don't know how to grapple, it's like, you're just like, I mean, you're Gordon Ryan. You're all, what do I want to fucking submit them with? Do I want to break their limb? Do I want to choke them? Like, what do I want to do with them? They have there's nothing they can do. They have no fucking chance, like none. All right. That's it. I love you guys. Merry Christmas, you guys.
Merry Christmas.
Later, dudes. What are you eyeing about?
Giselle did something that she shouldn't have done.
Oh.
Shocker.
With slime?
With glue.
With glue. Wait, are you going to cry?
Glue. No, she has a
Come
problem.
here.
I have to go fix her.
Are you going to cry?
She really does have a problem.
I know, but are you going to cry? Come here. Are you going to cry?
No.
Cry.
No. Hey, look at my nails. They're so pretty.
A second ago, she was going to cry. No, I got glue on myself. No.
Be quiet.
You be quiet.
You be quiet.
What's with your hair?
She's a mess.
Oh my God, what is in here? What's on this
It's
side?
slime and glue and
It's glitter glue?
it's glitter glue.
Oh my God, you do have glue all over yourself.
Yeah.
On your finger. Oh, from the nails?
I said no nails, and they did it anyway.
Kill her, dude. All right. Later, dudes.
Good night.
Good night.